Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown. Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Here. Hand off from the shotgun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. It's Calandria. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's complete. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
The run inside. It's Nelson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Under fire. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And, man, that is not the start that he was looking for. This is a dude with a lot of hype. Coming into the transfer portal at the most important spot, a lot of trust, a lot of belief in him. And this dude's good. But making a mistake early, Jesse, creating the turnover, like this is not how he drew up his first start with his new uniform.
No, David, you kind of wonder if he's just pressing a little bit because you're right. This guy got a lot of publicity this offseason. The expectations for him here.
Might have a chip. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside.
Man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Nelson. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Looking downfield, it's Calandria. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing it. Last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab in their space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. He'll try the left side. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes. But
looking for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Nebraska!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. The give to the left side. Turning it on. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wesco's got it. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Colandrea. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Barney. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Third and 6 yards to go. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Huskers line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
QBs like this are so hard to defend. They know what you're doing, and they're getting the ball out fast. They knew they had the corner route. Take advantage. Hit it right now.
Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble a route.
Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the grab down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? back to pass. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Running inside. It's Nelson. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Florida Atlantic Owls with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Let's take a look at some of the other notable games going on, including one that looks like it could be headed towards Upset City.
Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Going to the run to start this second half. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They'll ride the hot hand.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Slings it downfield. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good, the hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving a change impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some punt, and he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off play action. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able...
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers! Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. He gets across the 20 and out to the... One-yard line before he stopped right there. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. The run inside. It's Nelson. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on third down, and they're looking at fourth and plenty of work to do.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
A booming punt, and it's headed toward the sideline. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The handoff to Johnson. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunky.
There's a crease. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on.
Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Clemson. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. His drive will open from the 15. To the air. It's Calandria. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Gonna run it. It's Nelson. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven.
Flying out to the left. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean,
They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Big guy smells it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, after that completion, it's decision time now. 4th down here close to the goal line. You're down a couple scores in the 4th quarter. You could just kick an easy field goal, take the points, but then you've got to rely on your defense to get you the football back to give you an opportunity to win this game.
Here's the pressure. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The give. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that 1st down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Goes high to pull it in. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Maybe some room here. The 20. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Dave.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Pollard could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers in.